Hey, what's up? Welcome to Degen Ed. That's degenerative education, meaning none of this is financial advice. Just me having fun looking at charts like the chart behind me, which is of Tesla, ticker symbol TSLA, which closed on the day Tuesday, July 23rd at a price of $246.38, being down about 2% on the day, but continuing down, as you can see here in the after hours, following the release of their quarter two earnings report. And we can see that price is currently down in the after hours about 7%, trading right around $228.29 a share. We have seen quite a tumble. We were initially forming higher lows over here, but then we did break below that. I did do during the stream a nice little Fibonacci retracement here, and I believe that was from here to here. And it did look like we were respecting the golden pocket, moved up from there, bumped our heads around the 236 here, pulled back to that 786, looking like it was holding as support, but then bumping into resistance again at the 382 over here. And now it looks like we have broken below the 786, and I suspect that price is going to be dipping lower than this low that we saw during after hours, which was at a price of $227.98. And so what I want to do is look at this on the daily time frame, as that is how I typically do my analysis. And I kind of wanted to go over how it does look like, well, maybe this is a bull flag and maybe we're seeing a fake out right now. It does look like we have hit a top and that we might be seeing a pullback. Currently trading, like I said, around 228. That is below the 236 here, which is at $239.80. Also below, right around, but below this yellow downtrend, which if I take a step back, that is based on these two pivot highs over here. And so, I think that this bull flag that we see here is actually kind of a fake out. I think that we're going to be seeing a pullback, and the level that I think this is going to come to is the golden pocket. And so I'll give you some justification for that. And I have to premise this by sharing that back here during this dip, I had this blue line marked here at $144.43. If I take a step back, that corresponds with a gap over here. And so I was waiting all this time for that gap to be filled. And, I bought the dip, just one share, don't got tons of money on the side, but I did get one share below 144.43. But up here, I trimmed it just because, most of the positions that I have are in stocks that trade, $25 a share is high for me. So multiplying that by 10, this is a pretty expensive company to hold, but Tesla is one that I really believe in. And so I regret, of course, price is up a lot more. I regret selling back here, and I would like to pick up some shares on a dip. And I want to be patient for that dip because I know from experience, patience pays. I waited for this blue line to fill, and it filled. And so looking at the chart here, where do I see price coming back to? I was just thinking $200 a share, round number, makes sense. I could see price coming down to there. That does correspond with the 50% retracement at $204.90, being a little bit above there. But, I don't really see a lot of support around there. Maybe, there's a little bit of support here, kind of, a gap here that was somewhat, almost all the way filled right here, but since then we have filled it. So I could see it coming down to there. But what really stands out to me, not 205, not 200, but 185 or maybe 190. That would be corresponding to this golden pocket here. So that is the 65% retracement up to the 618. That is what the golden pocket is. And so I could see price coming down to there and finding support there. And the reason for that is because we have all of this consolidation there. The tops of that consolidation, I think, will be acting as support. So, I think it will be good to wait for that dip. I think those who are patient will be rewarded. And I don't think that it's going to come down to the 786 at 167.09. And the reason for that is because, I think that that is going to be a level people are greedy at. There's not a lot below it. If it does come down to there, I think it will be coming back to retest this white uptrend that I have drawn here that goes back further in time. But, I just don't think that's going to happen. I think that people waiting for 167 are going to be left behind. I think people waiting for 185 to 190 will be rewarded. And you might be thinking right now, oh, it's down 7.65% or so in the after hours. It's going to be opening up red tomorrow. That's a dip buying opportunity. And so what I think is going to happen is that large firms are going to see, hey, they're going to be dip buyers. Let's offload our shares to those dip buyers as it pumps up a little bit. And then price is going to come down. And then we'll pick up our shares back here when it finds support at that golden pocket. And then, the sky's the limit. And so for me, just one share, I'm a little guy. But, I'm not holding that share anymore. And I kind of want to get it back and just hold it, forget it, because I believe in the company, whether it's their vehicles, Tesla, Optimus, the AI that they're doing, the robo-taxis. I just think that there are so many great opportunities with Tesla. I think that it is a company that I really want to be holding at least one share of an ad over time if it does dip lower than my average, or, just over time for fun. And so I feel like over the course of the next month, we will be seeing a dip down to 185 to 190, and that is what I'm going to be waiting for. But, you do you. Maybe I'm wrong, and maybe I get left behind again. That's fine, but I'm going to be patient. I'm going to wait for it, and I am going to be happy with that dip buy if it does happen. And if not, I'll be cheering for those who hold. But there are some gaps that, if we scroll back in time, I'm just going to kind of arbitrarily do this. This was totally arbitrary. There's a gap down here at 17 bucks. That's never getting filled. So gaps don't always get filled. So don't hold your breath for it. But yeah, look at this white uptrend. Pretty cool how price came down to that, filling that gap. So maybe it comes down to there again. And if it does, I will hold my share at 185 and I'll average back in or get another share down here, another share down here. Patience pays. And so I think that right now we're going to be seeing some dip buying opportunities, and I look forward to that. And also, if we do take a step back looking at this, we can see that maybe there's a left shoulder here, a head here. And if we do dip down to that golden pocket, that would be the right shoulder of an inverse head and shoulders right here. And we could see that from that, if we take a measurement from the base of that head to the neckline, that price would then be, let's say it has to, gets back up to that neckline in December. That measurement would take price up to around $400 a share. So, I could see that happening in 2025. And, I would be so happy to be holding shares around $200 a share, waiting for the dip before the massive rip that we might see next year. So that is what I am looking forward to, and I hope you are too. But, those are just my thoughts. If you found them helpful, make sure you like the video, share your thoughts in the comments down below, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thanks a lot for watching.